I'm not gonna lie, I've been debating about whether I should make a video about this subject. Because although I have some opinions I'd like to delve into, at this point every artist and their mother has already made a video talking about generative AI. But then I got a letter from the world government telling me that apparently it's a legal obligation for every artist to make a video about generative AI, so I guess that explains why that subject is so overly saturated. And I guess I'll also have to fill in my duty and make that video. So here we fucking go. Now, just so we're on the same page, when I'm talking about AI in this video, I'm specifically talking about generative AI, which I'll be referring to as Gen AI or simply AI for the rest of the video. For those who have been living under a rock and don't even know what AI is, which I wish I were under that rock too, not gonna lie, AI stands for Artificial Intelligence. It's basically computer. And Gen AI is when the AI takes something from the database and, generates something out of it. Things like art, music, voices, texts, even videos. Something that I also noticed literally on the YouTube's creator studio is that there is this tab in the video manager which is called inspirations. And if you look there, you get AI suggestions for potential videos you can make. And yeah. What do I want you to do with that information? I don't know really, just wanted to have this moment to complain about this feature, because who asked for this? Who fucking asked? Anyway, thank you for listening to my post-edit scream. Let's get back to the scripted scream. Anyway, it's now time to get into why so many artists, myself included, oppose AI. As I said, generative AI relies on datasets. So for the ultimate AI Jesus, you require a bunch of Jesus pictures to put into the slot machine so you can achieve the perfect AI Jesus that you would want. And when you want him to do like a specific thing, like hugging an old lady wearing a bikini and in the anime style, the AI will require references for those things as well. The AI anime Jesus does not come out of thin air. And they get that data without asking for permission. Like, do you think that Vincent van Gogh would have wanted this? So yeah, for every Gunnar anime AI art you type in your subscription-based AI slop generator of choice, you're stealing from real anime Gunnar artists. When you could have easily commissioned one and have them make exactly what you want. Or you could have picked up a pencil or any art tool of choice and learned to draw. And that's not even getting into the people who do this shit, pretend to be artists and then charge money for exclusive content or even taking commission. Literally, as I've been scripting this video, Mugen uploaded a video talking about someone doing exactly that, having exclusive art on a fan box and taking commissions, but in reality they were typing a few words in their AI slop generator and then traced over it. And they have successfully fooled a lot of people too, including even Vgen, the site that's literally made by and for artists, and they take a hard stance against AI generated art. And that's just talking about the visual image based AI artwork. I did not even talk about how AI scrapes from fanfic sites for their chatbots or even text generators. And this is also the main reason why a lot of writers on AO3 have made it so that you have to have an account to even read their fanfics. And there's also stories of how voice actors and even regular actors have been replaced by AI. The most recent AI voice acting incident I can think of, however, was when Amazon released AI dubs of Banana Fish, Pet and No Game No Life Zero, and they quietly removed it due to backlash. For transparency's sake, however, I am also guilty for having used AI chatbots for far longer than I would have liked to admit. So, I get it. I understand the appeal. It is a lot easier to talk to or tell your stories to an object that can't really feel or judge you than it is to talk about your stories with a real person of which you can't predict the responses of. But just because it's easy doesn't mean it's good. Like, it is not and will never be as good as talking to real human beings, let alone better. And I did not even get into the parasocial nature of AI chatbots yet. So it is time to do exactly that right now, as there is so many cases too of this, where people get way too attached to these, to the point where, well, there is a case where some guy thought he invented a new form of math thanks to ChatGPT, which kept feeding the delusions of that guy, and said delusion got only shattered because he talked to Google Gemini. Can't make this shit up! And that's also not even getting to the many other cases where people committed suicide because of ChatGPT. And then there is the whole AI-generated CSAM issue, which is also a problem. You would think that this would lead to strong regulations combating these things. But with how governments are currently using AI, the EU considering implementing AI spyware that will read everyone's messages before they're even sent in the name of protecting the children. It should be noted that the more recent proposal did get softer and they did take out the mandatory scanning part of the proposal. But in this softer version, even then, they are still going to implement the forced ID verification on everyone. So yeah, anonymity is practically dead. The EU Council, with the exception of the Netherlands, Italy, Poland and Czechia, support this proposal. So if you are from any other EU member state, please contact your representatives. Otherwise, protesting this in any other possible way is of course also an option. But anyway, I just wanted to give this little update and clarification on this matter. And now that I've done that, it's time to go back to the program. I'm really doubting that we're going to see any regulations against AI anytime soon. But I am open to be proven wrong and I'm hoping to be proven wrong. But I'm seeing that a lot of people are saying the same sentiment as I am, and those who aren't, they don't really care or they're just not as involved. But if you like this video, please consider liking this video. And normally I talk about weeb shit, so if that interests you, consider subscribing or looking at my other videos, and bye.